In today's video, the future of Mateusz Klich updated, incoming news on Cunha, Philipp Max and Rafael Guerreiro, injury updates to Somerville, Tyler Adams' immediate future at Leeds United, and contract updates for Leeds' highest earner. Hey folks, Jay here on the 12th of December at The View with your Leeds news. A cold day just outside of Dublin. I hope you're all having a great day. I've had a lovely weekend and I've started the healing process with England being knocked out of the World Cup. We're going to crack on today and not mess around. There's quite a bit of news and we'll try and get through this in under 10 minutes if we can. So we'll start off with contract updates, and Leeds feel confident that they're ready to announce some updates to contracts. However, Leeds' highest earning player, Rodrigo Moreno, is not one of those players. Rodrigo has 9 goals in 14 games so far this season and has 18 months remaining on his current deal. But according to Graham Bailey at Team Talk, Rodrigo is not in line for a contract update now or anytime soon. And what he has said is this: as it stands, Leeds do not have plans to hand or enter talks over a new deal. He has 18 months left, which is substantial. As the highest earning player, it's a big consideration. He said he's been in fantastic form this year, 9 goals in 14 games, but it looks like he'll have to wait a bit longer for his contract. I would imagine that's an end of the season issue. See where we are at the end of the season. He's still have 12 months on his deal, and he can still get a contract done then. So we'll have to wait and see. But will he be rewarded for his strong start to the season? We'll have to wait and see. Talking about existing players at Leeds that could be moving elsewhere, and Mateusz Klich has also been in the news over the weekend with reports of a move being finalised to MLS club DC United. DC United are managed by Wayne Rooney, who would have had lots of exposure to Mateusz Klich in the final year in the Championship from Leeds, and would have seen plenty of him around the English leagues as well. According to multiple sources, but the main one coming from Tom Bogert in the States, DC United are finalising a deal to sign the Polish international. It's not 100% done, but it's very close. He wouldn't be classified as one of their 3 designated players, so they could still bring in bigger name players around him as well because of the wages that he would be earning and the age bracket that he's at. So an interesting one. We've said it last week quite a lot, and we won't labour the point, but it would be disappointing to see Mateusz Klich head off. I still think there's more that he can add to Leeds. Been a fantastic servant to Leeds, gone through the mill when he came in first, and Thomas Christensen sent him off to Utrecht on loan after one game watching him. Then he came back determined to make an impact, and didn't he make an impact? Didn't he? He was excellent for Leeds. One of my favourite players at Leeds over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's sad to see him go. But all good things, unfortunately, must come to an end. Speaking of good things and looking at some incoming news, and there's a little bit of this morning, although it's conflicting from the same source. And we'll talk about Mateusz Cunha. Atletico Madrid in the position where they may look to have to sell players in order to bring in new ones. Felix also looking at a player that could be leaving the club. There's financial issues in La Liga and with Atletico, so it'll be interesting to see. But Leeds are now said to be making a renewed push to sign Cunha from Atletico in January. The Brazilian's available for a fee of in and around £26 million. And according to David Ornstein, Leeds are now know how important it is to Pounce. It's great to see that, but in another article, also coming from David Ornstein, he said Arsenal have now also entered the race to sign the player, as they are looking for a replacement for Gabriel Jesus, who could be out up to or longer than 3 months with a knee injury. So there's plenty of competition. Everton are also said to be interested in the player, along with Wolves, who are said to be in advanced talks last week, according to Fabrizio Romano. So Cunha, a man in demand. Is it a smokescreen? We'll wait and see. Moving on to left back stuff. There's quite a lot of interest in the left back situation again at Leeds. These are the 2 key areas we know we want to get. So looking at this one, according to Football Insider, Leeds are plotting a move for PSV Eindhoven left back Philipp Max. Yes, that same Philipp Max that we looked at during the summer. What was said about him during the summer from PSV Eindhoven fans was he's a fantastic attacking left back, but not a very good defensive left back. Leeds leave gaps anyway with their fullbacks with our system. So it'll be interesting to see if Leeds just sacrifice that. He is a set-piece taker. He is known for very strong crossing ability and a likelihood of getting goals. So it'll be interesting to see if Leeds make that move. The German international is said to be one of several players that Leeds are keeping a keen eye on and could be making a move for. Add to that now, according to Dean Jones, Leeds are also said to be getting ready to make a move for Rafael Guerreiro. He said in a statement, although Leeds are likely to meet some resistance, he believes that Orta and Marsh will be looking to get this deal done soon. He said one thing they really want here is a long-term solution. They don't want to be having to go back and find the next answer every year or so. That's their vision at the moment. He also went on to say that they like Guerreiro, but it's not necessarily an easy one to do. Get this one done soon. So 2 left backs being linked with Leeds, having a strong look at them, as well as a striker It'd be nice to make the move. Rafael Guerreiro will be the more experienced option, you know, the higher profile option. And I think a couple of people, including Paul Robinson, said during last week that Leeds will look for a marquee signing in January, just to take a bit of pressure off them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Last two stories of the day, and Somerville has been spotted out in Leeds in a boot. Nothing I wouldn't read too much into it. A protective boot isn't the end of the world. It's keeping the foot safe in case there's just, you know, a small niggle there. He did go off against Elche with what was described as a knock, having kicked through the back of the player. He might have just had a stinger. Put him in a protective boot, keep it safe for a week or so, and see how he gets on. No crutches, which is important. Walking around on his own power, just the foot is in a protective boot. Fingers crossed we can't afford to have Sinisterra and Somerville both out at the same time. We couldn't play Manchester City and Tyler Adams missing as well. That list needs to start to shorten in the next couple of weeks. And then talking about Tyler Adams, and according to Graham Bailey from Team Talk, despite interest from Manchester United, he's going nowhere. He said that, I know Leeds fans have been worried about the future of Tyler Adams and that he could be sold in January, but that most certainly is not in the plans according to the club hierarchy. So Tyler Adams not going anywhere in the immediate future anyway. We have to look at that again this summer and see where we are. But according to them, not going anywhere just yet. Right. Rifle through that. We're done. We're finished. We're back tomorrow morning. And that's it. Hope you had a great weekend and have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.